Hello everyone, and welcome back to All Transfer News. Today, we've got the latest updates on our beloved club, Liverpool. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss a moment of Liverpool transfer news. Let's get started.
Florian Wirtz next. Ranking every player Liverpool have signed from the Bundesliga. Liverpool are closing in on a deal to sign Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen, but they have had mixed success with their imports from Germany. Wirtz has agreed personal terms with Liverpool, and they have offered the Bundesliga side an initial £100 million and another $13 million in add-ons. If the move is completed as expected, the Germany international will follow in the footsteps of Jeremy Frimpong, who has already swapped the Bay Arena for Anfield in a $29.5 million deal. We've ranked every player Liverpool have previously signed from the Bundesliga from worst to best. Loris Karius featured 49 times for Liverpool, yet his tenure at the club is most remembered for a disastrous display against Real Madrid in the 2018 Champions League final, a night that overshadowed his entire spell at Anfield. Alou Diarra arrived at Liverpool amid considerable excitement, especially after the Reds beat Juventus to his signature. Former manager Gerard Houllier even likened him to Arsenal icon Patrick Vieira. However, Diarra failed to make a single senior appearance, instead spending 3 years on loan before being sold permanently to Lens. Alex Manninger, a member of Arsenal's 1998 title-winning squad, made a brief return to English football with Liverpool. Despite his experience, he never played a competitive match for the Reds and retired at the end of his one-year deal. 18. Samed Yessel signed from Bayer Leverkusen. Fee, £1 million year 2012. Once hailed as one of Germany's most promising young strikers, Yessel made his Bundesliga debut at just 17 years old for Bayer Leverkusen. He joined Liverpool shortly thereafter, but his development was tragically derailed by 2 serious ACL injuries. He managed just 2 first-team outings. Sean Dundee, who spent the 1998-99 season at Liverpool, never started a match and was limited to 5 appearances off the bench. Reflecting on the transfer, then-manager Roy Evans admitted, "One signing I wish I hadn't made was Sean Dundee. He was poor both in training and in matches. He ignored instructions, lacked in discipline, and didn't fit the club at all." Philip Dagan endured a nightmarish start at Liverpool. On his debut, he suffered broken ribs and a punctured lung. In only his second game, he broke his metatarsal. Injuries restricted the right-back to just 11 further appearances before a loan move to Stuttgart and his eventual release. Eric Meyer joined Liverpool on a free after his contract at Bayer Leverkusen expired. Primarily a backup for Robbie Fowler and Michael Owen, he dropped further down the pecking order once Emil Heskey arrived. Meyer scored only 2 goals across 26 appearances. Andriy Voronin, another Bayer Leverkusen alumnus, arrived at Anfield in 2007 after his contract ran out. The Ukrainian forward struggled to leave a mark, scoring 6 times in 40 games across all competitions. Naby Keita became Liverpool's most expensive signing at the time when he arrived from RB Leipzig for $52.75 million. He was even handed the legendary number 8 shirt, once worn by Steven Gerrard. Despite moments of brilliance, Keita's Anfield career was disrupted by persistent injuries, restricting him to 84 Premier League matches over 5 seasons. Ragnar Klavan made 53 appearances and was well-liked by supporters for his no-nonsense defending. Yet following the arrival of Virgil van Dijk, Klavan was deemed surplus and sold to Cagliari in 2018. Karl-Heinz Riedl, fresh off scoring twice in Borussia Dortmund's 1997 Champions League final win over Juventus, became the first German to play for Liverpool. "Joining Liverpool was a dream come true," he said. "I asked the club if it was possible and they said yes. It didn't take long for me to decide." His time at Liverpool was overshadowed by the rise of teenage sensation Michael Owen. Riedl notched 15 goals in 76 matches over 2 seasons. After lifting the Premier League trophy in 2019-20, Liverpool sought to upgrade their midfield and signed Thiago Alcantara from Bayern Munich. His best performances came in the 2021-22 campaign, where he earned a spot in the Premier League Team of the Season. However, frequent injuries marred his other years at the club. Having missed out on both Moises Caicedo and Romeo Lavia during the 2023 summer window, Liverpool turned to the lesser-known Wataru Endo from Stuttgart. While initially a squad player, the Japanese international gradually won fans over and developed into something of a cult hero at Anfield. Emre Can proved to be a valuable asset under Jurgen Klopp, famously winning the Premier League goal of the season in 2016-17 for his acrobatic strike against Watford. He made 167 appearances before leaving for Juventus on a free transfer in 2018, having declined a contract extension. Despite interest from Real Madrid, Marcus Babbel chose Liverpool after his Bayern Munich contract ended. He enjoyed a brilliant first season.
Kicking off at Anfield, Federico Chiesa reflects on a challenging season and uncertain future. At Liverpool, Federico Chiesa's first season in Liverpool, Red didn't unfold quite as expected, with only 14 appearances under his belt, 10 of them from the bench. It seemed inevitable that the Italian winger would soon be packing his bags for a swift return to Serie A. But in a candid new interview, Chiesa has delivered an unexpected twist. He's open to staying. The 27-year-old spoke honestly about his struggles adapting to the Premier League, coping with injury setbacks, and finding his place in a squad featuring global superstar Mohamed Salah. Despite those hurdles, Chiesa expressed deep appreciation for the experience and hinted that his time on Merseyside might not be over just yet. Speaking to Corriere dello Sport, as cited by the Liverpool Echo, Chiesa said, "The season's done, but it's an experience I'd absolutely go through again. Soon, I'll sit down with the club, my agent Fali Ramadani, and my family to find the best solution. I wouldn't mind staying in Liverpool at all." Chiesa joined Liverpool from Juventus last August in a $10 million move, having been deemed surplus to requirements in Turin. But his transition to English football wasn't smooth. Injuries and a lack of match fitness hampered his ability to settle in, and competition for places, especially with Salah thriving on the right, left him with limited opportunities. Though he collected a Premier League winners' medal, his lone start came in a dead rubber match against Brighton and Hove Albion, with the title already secured. Unsurprisingly, speculation has been rife about a return to Italy, and Chiesa himself had previously hinted at a potential homecoming. Yet, in this latest interview, he sounded anything but ready to give up on his Liverpool adventure. He acknowledged the challenges of his move. "I arrived in Liverpool on August 26th. I was thrown into a completely different world, with new teammates, no training sessions together, no friendlies, and a manager I barely knew. It was like landing on another planet." By autumn, Liverpool were playing at a blistering pace, 3 times faster than the rest, Chiesa recalled, with the team making strong pushes in both the Carabao Cup semi-finals and the Champions League, which PSG eventually won. He praised manager Arne Slot for being respectful